morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, it's time to take a look at all of those character rares and character super rares, which are going to be coming around over in Brilliant Stars. We finally have confirmation. It took a while, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it took a while, but with pre-releases starting up now, we do finally have the proper list. And on the one hand, it's good. On the other hand, there are some disappointments to be had. For instance, we were told there was going to be a 30-card subset of Trainers Gallery, and they were right, incidentally, there is. Except only 23 of them are character rares and character super rares. There are then 5 full art supporters and 2 gold cards. There are also a bunch of stuff missing from Japan. We'll get there in a moment. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a little bit of a look at what is in there. So starting off, we've got all 3 of the evolutions, your Flareon, your Vaporeon, your Jolteon. It is lovely that we finally get to see all of these included. It's nice to see them as a trio. The Vaporeon is the one that I pulled in the box that the lovely Antoine Boulet opened over in Japan. We did that opening online. It was very much fun. That was the first time I saw that card, and I was absolutely delighted. We are then getting Octillery. That is, of course, a really good Octillery that lets you search for a Rapid Strike card, and it's got really rather lovely artwork. We have got the Zekrom, not a good card, but man, it's brilliant artwork. Zekrom with N is one that people are very, very excited about, and I mean, like I said, card-wise, it's not great. Artwork-wise, it's absolutely stunning. We are seeing Dusknoir turn up here with Morty, which is another one. I mean, they're all cool, right? They're all extremely cool. It's not my favourite one out there, but it's very much a cool one. We've got that lovely Dedenne coming along. Remember, this one is actually a brand new artist. It's Furisode Girl Callie, which is one of the weirder trainers to actually point out here, but that is still kind of cool. We've got Alchemy coming in. Now, this is the Okacheke one coming in with Cafe Master. It's actually a brand new card in the set. It was one of the ones we knew we had to get, because it is a brand new card in the set. And you know what? It's the Okacheke artwork. It's absolutely brilliant. And I, for one, am absolutely delighted. I've got 2 Japanese versions of this. It's probably not enough. I expect to get at least 2 English versions, probably way more. This is legitimately one of my favourite pieces of artwork they've ever done in the Pokemon TCG. We've then got Ariados coming in with Janine. That was one of the ones we do have an English scan of, with the ability Spider Net. When you play this card from your hand to one of your Pokemon, it's gusting. And actually, yeah, that's kind of cool. We like this one, ladies and gentlemen. It's cool. We've then got Houndoom coming in with Grimsley. And we've got Eevee coming in with Bill. And I like this because now we've got all 3 of the Gen 1 evolutions. And we've got Eevee in here as well. That is really rather lovely. And then, of course, we've got the Oranguru coming in with Cena and another new artist here, which is absolutely stunning. These new artists are knocking it out of the park. And, of course, it's Oranguru. It's the one that's got that really nice ability. So, yeah, switch a card in your hand for the top card of your deck. That ain't bad, ladies and gentlemen. That ain't bad at all. This is one we should be a little bit excited about, because the artwork's great and the card's great. And that's it. In terms of the character rares, those are the 12 that we've got. There were 27 in VMAX Climax over in Japan. I know it and you know it. We're only getting 12 of them. They are the 12 we're getting. I am sure that some of your favourites are being missed off the list here. I am sure there are a bunch of people out there go, well, hang on a second, we'll see. What about this one? For me, it's Phalanx. That Phalanx with B is an absolutely stunning card that I am an absolutely gigantic fan of. And yeah, quite frankly, yeah, what about it? What about it? And the only thing I can really tell you here, ladies and gentlemen, is we'll get them at some point. We have absolutely no idea how we're getting it, when we're getting it, or anything along those lines. The only thing we know is that we are going to be getting them at some point. Well, actually, we don't even know that. We assume we are, but there are a bunch missing. You have been warned. In terms of character super rares, we got a similar kind of thing. We knew we were getting Boltund V. That one had been previously shown. And the good news is it is the good Boltund V, the one that came around in Rebel Clash. The first one, the second Boltund V, is not as good. And we already kind of knew we were getting Mimikyu V and Mimikyu V Max. We had to, because Mimikyu V Max is a new card, and we knew we were getting Mimikyu V Max in the set. We kind of had to. So, for that reason, we kind of had to get the character arts here as well. It would be very, very strange if we didn't. Okay, so what else do we get? Well, the good news is we get the EVs again. We get your Sylveon V and V Max, and I've made absolutely no secret about the fact that Sylveon V Max is one of the ones that I was able to pull in my box of Antoine, and it's amazing. It's one of my very, very favourites. It might be my favourite. Well, we'll get in a second. It's certainly one of my favourites. It's really very, very cool. And you get Umbreon V. I should say that, because, it's rude if we don't, give him a bit of a shout-out. Sylveon comes around with Valerie, and then we got Umbreon and Karen, both the V and the V Max. So that's rather nice, because people love Sylveon and people love Umbreon, and they were, incidentally, the only evolutions that got your character super rares over in Japan. So essentially, Pokemon have made a conscious decision to bring the EVs over. We get Eevee in all 3 of the Gen 1 from the character rares, and we get all 4, your 2 Sylveon, your 2 Umbreon from your character super rare. So we get all of them, and that's rather lovely. Cool. And then we get Urshifu. We get the V and V Max of Single Strike Urshifu. Does come along with Gloria, which is really kind of cool. Not entirely sure if we knew it was going to be Gloria, whether Gloria was the obvious one. But then again, she is the protagonist, so that kind of makes sense to me, honestly. And then we get your V and V Max of Rapid Strike Urshifu coming along with Mustard, which again is a very, very cool pairing. And that's it. That's all the ones that you get. So whereas over in Japan, there were 70 in total, over here, we get 23. And Japan had, I think it was 43 character super rares. And we get 11. Yeah. Got to be something going on. We've got to get them more in the future. But unfortunately, they've gone Boltund. They've gone the 2 Mimikyu. And then they've gone the 2 Sylveon, the 2 Umbreon, the 2 Single Strike Urshifu, and the 2 Rapid Strike Urshifu. And they're the only ones they brought over. There are a whole bunch missing. For me, it's the Krikachune and the Hyuga artwork, which I'm absolutely in love with. It's my favourite artwork from the character super rares. I think it's absolutely stunning. But there are a whole bunch there that are just missing. I mean, we kind of saw it coming, but that alternate art of Morpeko, the 4-part character super rare, that's not in the set. Zacian and Zamazenta, not in the set. There's an awful lot missing here, ladies and gentlemen. An awful lot missing. Now, there are a few spaces need to be filled up in this subset, and we've got a bunch of full art supporters, ones that we basically knew were coming. So, full art Gloria and full art Cafe Master, the from VMAX Climax and kind of had to be coming, and the new Ace Roller as well. Again, that they were pretty much a given, because they're new cards that we had to be getting, so we had to get the full art supporter of them as well. Similarly, we are getting both Single and Rapid Strike Mustard. They make a rather nice pair. And we get the full arts of those coming in here as well. But there's even a bunch of supporters missing. All the gym leaders are being left out. But it's not just the gym leaders. That Gala Friends card, which I really thought was a shoo-in to be included in the set, is not being included in the set. Boss's Orders Lysander's getting a full art. Judge is getting a full art. All 3 of those cards are just left out. They're not in there, ladies and gentlemen. So there are a whole bunch of supporter cards missing. And then we've got 2 of the 8 gold cards. We got Single Strike and Rapid Strike Urshifu. And for what it's worth, I really do appreciate that they've gone full Urshifu here, because we've got all the Urshifu character super rares. We got the 2 Mustard and we got the 2 gold Urshifu. That's really cool. But that's only 2 out of the 8 gold cards. So that means we're not getting the others, including Mew, Pikachu, and Rayquaza, that are very popular Pokemon. And you've got to imagine that at some point we'll get them in the future, in a future set or a special set or as promos or whatever. But right now, there are a lot of Japanese exclusive cards from VMAX Climax. Like I've said, of the 17 character rares and super rares, we're only getting 23. Of the 8 gold cards, we're getting 2. And in terms of full art supporters, we're getting a few, which is lovely. But there are a lot that aren't being included. 18 full art supporters by my count are missing. So we're missing 18 full art supporters, we're missing 6 gold Pokemon, and 57 character rares and super rares. There were 70, we're getting 23, I think that's 57. There's a lot missing here, ladies and gentlemen. We kind of knew there was gonna be. We knew when they told us there was a 30 card subset within the main set, we knew there were going to be a bunch missing. But then to take up 7 of those slots for cards, which are only a small amount of those, 5 full art supporters out of 23, 2 gold cards out of 8, that is very, very weird. So that's what's in Brilliant Stars. We don't know where the others are coming. And hopefully at some point in the near future we will, and that will be lovely. But as it stands at the moment, we don't know, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know. That's a little bit worrying for me. But for now, I want to know what you think about this. I want to know your favourite ones that are included, and I want to know your favourite ones which have been left out. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.